Hey, it's Mike, and in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 pro tips to help you edit better videos for YouTube, your video marketing or online courses. Video editing is a complex activity. Not only do you need to know how to operate highly technical software, you also need to be making constant decisions about the video that you're editing. Like, when do I make an edit? Where do I make an edit? What kind of edit do I make? So I'm going to share with you 5 pro tips to help you make more efficient and effective editing decisions. Tip number 1, have a roadmap for your edit. Video editing is time-consuming enough. You don't want to be stuck staring at your video editing software for hours on end, wondering what to do next. You need some kind of roadmap. That roadmap can be a script, an outline, or point form notes on a napkin. I've done it. Anything that'll help guide you through the edit. Tip number 2, choose the shots that best tell your story or illustrate your information. When you're editing, you have to be constantly asking yourself, what does the viewer need to see and or hear to understand the point I'm trying to make at this moment in time in my video? What details do they need to see and or hear to follow what's going on? What shots or series of shots will really make this information clear? Great video editing involves anticipating the viewer's question and then answering it with the next shot or series of shots. Tip number 3, pick the right transition for the edit. 8 times out of 10, you'll be using a cut to transition from one shot to the next, especially if the activity or scene you're editing is supposed to be taking place continuously in a single location. The cross dissolve and wipe transitions are primarily used to indicate a passage of time. I'd steer clear of other more elaborate transitions. They really don't add value to your video, unless you're going for a specific effect that makes sense for your story. For example, using a ripple effect to transition into a dream sequence. Tip number 4, keep up the pace. In screenwriting, you're taught to start a scene as late as possible and end a scene as early as possible. This gives your story energy and keeps it moving. Same goes for video editing. Try to cut to a shot as late as possible and cut out of a shot as early as possible. So what determines as late as possible and as early as possible? You want to stay on a shot long enough for it to make its point or deliver its information to the viewer. Take it from experience, it takes slightly longer than you think. And finally, tip number 5, try to make things flow. A big part of what keeps the viewer watching your video is how well it flows from shot to shot. Now you may be asking, if flow is so important, Mike, then why are jump cuts so popular on YouTube? Because jump cuts force the viewer to pay attention. They give us a little jolt. They force our brains to reconstruct the time and space that it's been jumped, which draws our attention. Now, a jump cut can appear smooth if it's placed in the right spot, like between natural breaks in thought in an on-camera. But are jump cuts focusing our attention on the content that's being delivered or on the jump cut itself? Smoother flowing editing techniques like continuity cutting, cutting on action, and split edits can make the editing in a video almost transparent, which allows the viewer to become more immersed in the video's content. Now, if you want to know how to make a split edit or learn other editing techniques for your YouTube videos, then have a look at these other videos on my channel. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell notification icon so that you are instantly notified as soon as I upload a new tip or tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.